Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I'm here today with something a bit different. I want to bring you my MIUI 12 versus Android 11 comparison. And if you guys have followed my channel, you will know I have done a number of comparisons between MIUI 12 and a number of other software skins like Real MIUI, like Oxygen OS, and even iOS 14. But now this is my first chance to really compare MIUI 12 with Android 11, which has just arrived here to my Pixel 4a, and there you see the Easter egg. And there are a number of features about Android 11 that are new that I just want to compare and see what is the equivalent on MIUI 12 and how does MIUI 12 stack up next to Android 11. Let's have a look. So looking at the home screens, and you notice here, both of these phones have app trays. Now, MIUI 12 here on the POCO X3 NFC is using the POCO launcher. And if you compare the two app trays, I actually like what the POCO launcher does, giving you these various sections and specifically find the app you're looking for. But now on Android 11, we have what are called app suggestions, which basically can be found right here at the top. And using AI, the phone is going to suggest what applications you may want to use. And as you can see, they can be used at the bottom row of your home screen as well, where you go ahead and click yes. And there you see them now, app suggestions enabled. Here at the bottom, they'll have this circular ring around them, and I think it's a pretty neat feature. MIUI 12 also has something very similar, kind of recently suggested apps up in this section. So overall, while I like the direction that Android 11 is going, I still think the POCO launcher is one of the best implementations of an app tray on any Android skin. Now, one of the nicest features about this POCO X3 using a global MIUI 12 release is that when I swipe to the left here, I now have my Google Cards or kind of Google Discover section. This is pretty much standard in Pixel phones, and that is something that I really do appreciate. But in the past year, MIUI has moved towards this kind of look, and I really do appreciate it here on the POCO X3 NFC. Now, looking at the icons here on the POCO X3 NFC versus the Pixel 4a, I gotta tell you guys, I'm loving this icon pack. And the icon pack, as you can see, is system built in here on the POCO launcher. I love this camera icon. It is great. And obviously with the larger display, you're gonna have larger icons than here on the Pixel 4a's 5.8-inch screen. And when it comes to wallpapers, as I've said before, MIUI 12 has some incredible wallpapers to choose from. Now here on the POCO X3, I don't see those super wallpapers available. I'll have to double check to see why that's the case. But here on the Pixel 4a, you have a number of different selections that you can choose from these come alive wallpapers that are pretty nice. And they're kind of like interactive. They kind of bounce around throughout the day. And I really do wish we had more interactive wallpapers on the POCO X3 NFC, just like we see on the China ROM of MIUI 12, which has those nebula wallpapers that look amazing and the super wallpapers. They can't be found here on the POCO X3 NFC. Now, one of the coolest features of Android 11 is chat bubbles. And the way this works, it will allow you to create a bubble that you can kind of keep on the side of the display. And as you can see, conversations is also a separate section now from notifications, unlike on MIUI 12, where it's just with all the other notifications you get. Now, for some reason, I can't get chat bubbles to work on my Pixel 4a, but as you see here in this video, chat bubbles are similar to what you see on Facebook Messenger. And I think it's going to be a great way to kind of keep track of conversations. You can have multiple conversations, multiple bubbles, just a nice new feature here in Android 11. And the other new interesting feature in Android 11 is this new music control center. So now, just like conversations, music has a separate section here in notifications. How does this compare on MIUI 12? Swipe down and we have this nice big music player. It's still in the same section as notifications, but I still think it looks really good here on MIUI 12. And another big feature we're seeing here on Android 11 for the first time is screen record. That's right, guys. Android 11 is just getting this feature while it's been a mainstay of MIUI for a long time. And so once I click screen record on MIUI 12, we're going to do the same thing here on Android 11. Record microphones and show touches on the screen. Let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. There you see it. And so this is the way you're going to be able to see when screen recording is actually on. Now, I do appreciate this being in notifications, but I also appreciate this very subtle kind of look on MIUI 12, and you can kind of move this timer around, which is very useful, especially if you're recording gaming and stuff like that. It's a great feature to see here on Android 11, but it's long overdue, and I still think I like the more subtle screen recording nature here of MIUI 12. And a new way to get screenshots on Android 11, you select screenshot and you got a screenshot of whatever application that you have available there, full screen, there you go. But probably one of my favorite multitasking features that has come out on any Android phone this year has got to be floating windows here on MIUI 12. And in the global ROM version, you select the app, you go to floating windows, and there you see it. Now you have a floating window here, which you can actually minimize as well. You can use this app anywhere on the display, and once you're done, you just swipe away. There's no feature like that on Android 11, and so once again, another advantage here of MIUI 12 over what we see here in the Pixel 4a. And Android 11 also has a big focus now on permissions, and you can now reset permissions for any application on Android 11. And if you haven't used an application in a while, the phone will do it for you automatically. Both Xiaomi and Google have focused on privacy quite a bit in their recent updates, and I think it's only going to become even more important in upcoming releases. And the last thing I want to show you guys here is when you press the power button. So on MIUI 12, you just have the typical airplane, silent, reboot, and power off. But now here on Android 11, you have what's called now the power menu, which allows you to do emergency, power off, restart. But beyond that, you also have a hub for all of your Google Home devices. And here we see my bedroom speaker, which I can go ahead and connect to right now, as well as my credit cards. And this will allow me to enable Google Pay right here on the Pixel 4a from the power button. So all in all, guys, some great features here that have been introduced in Android 11, and yet I still think MIUI 12 is easily the most feature-rich software skin of any Android platform, and it does so in a very nice and clean way. And as you can see on the POCO X3, it comes with the default control center that we saw on MIUI 11. But beyond that, I do like the fresh coat of paint that we see here on MIUI 12. While I feel like Android 11 is more of an iterative upgrade, it's all about adding more features and more complexity, and to be honest, this Pixel 4a has been a great device to showcase it. I can now confidently say that Android 11, along with Oxygen OS and MIUI 12, are my three favorite software skins of Android. And while each brings something special to the table, I actually do enjoy going from MIUI 12 to something like Android 11, and then even switching back to MIUI 12 once again. I know a lot of you guys out there think that stock Android is a little bit dull and is a little bit boring, but I still think it is up there with Oxygen OS as one of the best Android experiences that you can have in a phone in 2020. But hit me up in the comments. Which of these two do you like better? Are you team MIUI 12 or are you team Android 11? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned, guys, for part 3, the big camera comparison. I'm going to go out later today to take those shots here with the POCO X3 NFC, the K30 Ultra, and the Mi Note 10 Lite. Should be a fun video, so stay tuned. So that's it, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech, signing off. Have a good one.